Всем привет, с вами Олегович, и вы на канале Олегович Games. У нас сегодня стрим прохождения игрушки Werewolf. Так, она недавно вышла, ее малеха подзасрали, но, честно говоря, я хотел в нее поиграть, посмотреть, так как до ее выхода я как бы слышал о ней и видел трейлеры, даже геймплей немножко видел и подумал, блин, можно было бы зашпилить, но насколько это все будет интересно, я не знаю. Музыка, конечно, здесь драйвовая, спору нет. Так, я надеюсь, меня хорошо слышно. Так, давайте играть. Новая игра. Легкий. Что, для тех, кто хочет смотреть на историю, наиболее сбалансированная. Сложно для тех, кто хочет смотреть. Ну, давайте сбалансированные. Окрестности Таркерс Милл. Так, старая Таркерс Милл решительно настроена вытеснить корпорацию Эндрон со своей земли. На сколько недель? Так, несколько недель подготовки дают плоды. У них наконец-то есть план. Рывок переживает атаки. Так, формы Кринос. Помните об этом, если угодите в беду. Блять, я пока еще даже не знаю, как рывок делать. Так. Нас просветят. О, Вильд. Качиха, о, господи. И Вирм. Что-то какая-то мифология пошла. Интересно, полагающие силы, на которых держится гея. Прям God of War запахло. Вильд есть созидание. Неистовая и лишенная формы. Качиха есть порядок, придающий хаосу облик и форму. Вирм должен был разрушать старое, чтобы оставалось место для нового, но обезумел и стал порчей, бездержно поглощающей жадность, порок и ненависть. Каждый день она носит геи раны, и человечество невольно помогает ему. Природный баланс рухнул. Вирм становился могущественным с каждым днем. Подпитываясь кровью, что текла из ран земли. Но мы, оборотни, все еще живы. Есть человек, зверь и дух. Мы поборники геи и защитники Вильда. Ну что ж, посмотрим. Так, у меня все на ультра настройках, оно по умолчанию так было, я ничего не менял. Сейчас посмотрим на FPS в игре. Если он будет нормальный, ну, значит ничего не меняем. Я только тени убрал бы, они нахер не нужны. Ну, пока в заставках 60 кадров, хотя часто очень используется 30 кадров в заставках. Людмила,
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
I don't know. Even if we do manage to push them out, they'll only set up somewhere else. We need to hurt them, bring them down, not chase them away.
We've already talked about this, Kahal. They're too close to the cairn. If we stage an attack, they'll look for the ones who did it. I don't want Indran's eyes on our home. Our best option is to work in the shadows.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
I'm going to be fine, Call. We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. I think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
It's our duty to be here. She needs to learn that it's hers too.
She's just a teenager, Cahal. We were young once too, remember? Take care of her while I'm out. Love you. See you soon.
Ну, графика такая себе. Как графика...
I don't like thinking that Ludmilla's on her own, Rodko.
I understand. She's my sister, remember?
And she's Adana's mother. I should be out there with her.
I gave it a lot of thought. Her chances of success are better if she's alone. It's as simple as that. If things don't go as planned, you can tear through as much Endron scum as you like to get her out. But for now, we stay put. Go. Rest while we wait.
Так, хорошо. Что такое F-ка, пока не очень ясно.
Endron. One of the most destructive companies North America has to offer. Known for their violence and
Вот тут
endless
даже
greed.
читают, нифига
If we
себе.
left them to their own devices, they'd ravage this place till there was nothing
Жалко,
left
что
but
русской
dust.
озвучки нет. Я бы согласен был даже на любительскую.
We've been stuck in this cave for weeks studying Endron's movements. At least now we finally got a plan. I hope we're done here soon.
Ну, shift бег, слава богу, тут ничего не поменялось. Какие-то койки. А?
Ava did an impressive job installing all this. I'll have to thank her for this later. Got everything squared away?
Not a lot to square away. All I'm doing is pressing a button once Ludmilla gets me hooked up. Still got a ways to go before I can do much more than that. If I tried to breach their network, they'd be on us in a second.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're 10 times better at hacking than me or Rodko with your eyes closed. Just give it time. Besides, you installed all of this on your own. Have faith in your abilities.
I know, but... Thanks. A little pep talk never hurts. But how are you doing? Talk to your daughter yet?
No, not yet. I'm just heading her way.
А, это вот там сбоку дочка, которая подходила, и у нас не было возможности с ней говорить. Ну да ладно.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm bored out of my mind. There's nothing to do here, and it's wet and miserable.
We're not on vacation, Adi. We're here for Gaia, for the cairn, and you're here to learn how we do things.
I know, but couldn't I have learned how we do things back at Tarker's Mill? It's not like you've got me helping out with the mission or anything.
Try connecting with the spirits. Feel their presence around you. The pain Endron's causing them. That connection makes you a Garu.
I'm trying. Believe me.
Ой,
But
сейчас засну под эти титры.
Don't worry. It's always harder before your first change. And if the change never comes, if you're human, like your mother, that's fine. She may not feel the spirits, but she's the finest infiltrator we have.
why didn't you go with Mom anyway? She's all alone out there. If something happens to her...
I wish I could have. But Rodko wants us to keep a low profile. And there's no one better at that than your mom.
Rodko's a dumbass.
Hey, that's your uncle you're talking about. And the leader of our pack. You know it's his job to make those decisions. Everything will be all right, don't worry. Try to focus on the spirits. We'll be leaving this place soon.
Какая-то связь с духами, бляха-муха. А, типа отдыхать.
Shit.
Cahal, wake up. I'm gonna need you.
Все, случился попандос.
A
helicopter just touched down on the site's landing pad. Apparently it's some Endron exec. Their presence is shaking things up.
Tell me Ludmilla's okay.
She's okay. They've still got no idea she's on site. But their guard patrols have changed, and certain areas are locked down. And that includes the one Ludmilla's in.
So what's the plan now?
The mission's sunk. We go in there, get her out, and wait for things to quiet down. But to get her off site, the locked off areas need to be manually unlocked. And Ludmilla's stuck on the wrong side.
Shit.
Fortunately, she has already secured a terminal. She'll guide you to her location over the radio. Go now. Bring her back. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
Ludmilla, I'm on my way.
Remember, stay out of sight. I'll open any door I have access to through their network. I've opened all the external ducts.
What's happening, Dad? Is Mom okay?
Со всеми пока
Just something we
потрындишь.
didn't expect. Don't worry though, your mom's gonna be okay. She just needs a little help.
Эта игра еще стоит херову тучу денег, блядь.
Not looking forward to packing all this up tomorrow morning.
Так, автосохранение я уже понял. Сейчас посмотрим, что это у нас тут. Угу. Ну что ж, волчара прикольный.
I'm locked in the turbine room in the center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
Door's locked. Ava?
There's gotta be a terminal close by. Find it. Oh, and deactivate any cameras you see while you're at it.
Угу. Наверное, чтобы активировать взгляд сквозь барьеры. Ох, ёб твою мать. А как он с приседи встает? Что-то пока не ясно. Ага, я понял, кнопка зажглась. Камеру вырубили. Ну, честно скажу, графика, конечно, слабоватая в игре, с учетом того, что я на ультра настройках, она система вообще слабо нагружает, 60 кадров держится. Ну, бля, я не знаю, может для 15-го года она была бы неплохая. Сейчас увидим, какая боевка. Угу. Что-то можно находить. Есть у него какое-то оружие, кроме того, что он в волка превращается. А нихера не ясно.
I'm looking at the southern part of the outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract him for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Hell of a time for a malfunction. I'll go check it out.
Так, ликвидация. Один из способов расправиться с ничем не подозревающим охранником или штатскими. При этом ярость Кала вырастает. Чем больше ярости, тем опаснее Кринос в бою. О боже мой.
I don't care. I just want it fixed and fast. Some big shot just arrived on site, and the folks upstairs want everything to be perfect.
Я не вижу смысла тут всех убивать просто. Чтобы извлечь арбалет, а затем нажмите, чтобы выстрелить. Ой, боже, арбалет еще один способ избавиться от другого. Так. Блять, обязательно вставать, когда надо стрелять с болтореза. Да я его и так ушатаю.
I'm in the refinery.
Perfect. I'm not far now. Nearly at the passageway leading into it.
Ой, тут что-то их много.
Shit! Something's following me.
What is it?
I think it's a black spiral dancer. He's...
Ludmilla, just hold on. Fuck. Rodko.
I heard. No more sneaking around. We fight. Now go. I'll meet you with Rafik.
I'm done fucking around.
Так, все быстрые атаки, сильные атаки и атаки в воздухе. Чтобы создать красивый комик, я все как раз не прерывать будет применяться и множители урона. Так. Да, игрулька, конечно, не для нашего времени. Но играть можно. Так, вытащить Людмилу помогите. О, кстати, на тут... Обучение, понятно. Так, что у нас? Тактика, бой. Ух ты. Ну, короче, тут есть что еще учить, когда очки нахерачим. Ага, тут еще умения. Блять. Ну, придется таки в настройки лезть. Управление, я уже понял. Так. А вот 4 я не знаю куда. На Alt можно поставить. Alt есть у нас тут? Угу. Нет, я альта не вижу, да? Давайте на альт поставим. 4 навык. Ага, это фиксация цели. Ну, переключать камеру мне не особо надо. Давайте куда-то на М-ку запихнем. Значит, у нас Ctrl будет 3 навык. Угу. Угу. Q это стойки тут еще. Нифига себе тут боевка. Я так чатик перегружу на всякий случай. Угу. Ага, вот этот прыжок. А это тогда что? Ага, это здоровье. Все, я понял. Тут еще надо немножко разобраться. Это плохо. Но его бьешь, он все равно дробовик держит и... Какие враги близко? ты прям как ёбано бессмертный, блядь. Да, такая замесня была прям. Ну, хорошо, что он может хилиться. Чувствую, тут еще какая-то дичь будет. Опача. Это его жена? Я надеюсь. А может...
Milla.
А, нет.
Call. Tell 80.
Вот так.
No, please, no.
Марин, привет. Я перегружаю постоянно YouTube, потому что, блин, чат просто не показывает. Не знаю, в чем прикол. Как делишки, что новенького рассказываю. Я тут за новую игру взялся. Оули щет, сейчас начнется. Так, это записано в враге. А, ну это я понял уже. О, тихо. Сука, еще оживляется, что ли, блядь? Ага, можно еще впасть в безумие. Ёперный театр. Да тебе срака, чувак. Вбил ему челюсть, короче, в глотку. Жесткий парень. Как там Аутрайдерс у тебя? Прошла уже?
What have I done? Rafik. There's no time to mourn. We need to go.
Что еще за бородатый? Наблюдал за нами. Дал своим прикурить и чужим. Всем подряд, блин. Након. Ну, такую игру сделали, конечно. Идея была хорошая, но как-то реализация такая себе. Ну, поиграть можно на досуге, но это прям не космос. Если сравнивать Resident Evil Village, конечно, вообще как по маслу шел. Настолько интересен и красив был, что тут не с чем сравнивать. 5 лет спустя, что ли, да? Я правильно посчитал? Так.
Just reported back to base. Not that there's anything to report.
No kidding.
Though I guess we've got a special guest coming tonight.
Yeah, an Endron rep, no less. She should be here soon.
You know they're hiring, right? Think you'd ever make the move to Endron? Hey, what the...
Арбалет это, конечно, сильное оружие. Ну, как вариант, я знаю, такое себе. Я что-то его представлял с каким-то арсеналом автоматов, пистолетов, дробовиков и превращение периодически в Вервульфа. Как-то что-то такое у меня было в мысли.
All clear, Dusk. We're good to go. Five years ago, I abandoned the woods of Tarker's Mill. I abandoned my cairn. Endrin killed my wife. I gave in to rage. The worm touched my soul. I had to leave my daughter. It was the hardest decision I ever made.
Вервульф, ну все. Другой мир надо будет посмотреть фильм.
Endrin is joining the fight against global warming. The energy company today announced that their new biofuel will be hitting the market soon. This revolutionary new formula will be unveiled alongside the opening of their new headquarters in...
This exile was my only choice. I'd become a danger to my pack. I often wonder what's become of them. Of Rodko, of Ava, of 80. This is the closest I've been to Tarker's Mill in 5 years.
В этой игре любят поговорить, конечно. Еще есть право выбора в диалогах, это вообще РПГ прям.
Cahal, we're here. You're up.
Где-то под землей в горе получается, да?
How much time do we have before they notice the guards on the outside have gone quiet?
They report in by radio every hour. That's our deadline for getting our hands on the explosives and getting out of here.
Let's go through the plan again, just to make sure everything's clear.
You've got to swap the delivery label on the crate of explosives intended for Endrin. You do that, and they'll load us up with smiles on their faces. All you've got to do is open the gate to their delivery bay for me. I'll create a diversion while you're exchanging the labels.
Got it. We'll have to play it tight, though. One hiccup and the plan falls through.
We'll have you sneak around back
Суп
by
под
the
хвост,
storage
это точно.
facility. Security should be pretty thin there, especially if you go through the ventilation ducts.
What do your clients intend to do with them anyway?
The Weatherstormers? They're planning on blowing up a big Magadon
Магадона.
pharmaceutical
О,
plant.
господи, ну и
Good
название.
fucking riddance. I know Magadon's methods. They're the scum of the earth.
And guess what? These explosives were originally headed to Endrin, another megacorp of assholes. Stealing from them is just icing on the cake.
All right, I'm off.
Hey, before you go, are you sure you're up for this, man? You seem kind of stressed out back in the truck.
Just been a long time since I've been out this way. Brings back memories. Forget it. We've got a job to do.
Right. If you need me, I'm just a chirp away. Good luck, brother.
Блин, я сегодня так рано встал бы, мне надо было по работе еще кое-что делать. Но я уже в отпуске, так что свободен как ветер. Так, тут что-то находить еще можно бы. Я просто не знаю, что в этом мире происходит в этом плане. Есть ли смысл что-то искать? Нету, да. Ага, все. Уразумел. Он, короче, сам пригибается, когда надо. А, тут еще и камеры. Перелом, блядь. Нихера себе, ребята, что так быстро меня отмудячили? Я понял, короче, надо вот сюда идти будет сейчас. А кто меня заметил? А, может заметили меня эти гребаные прожектора.
This month's orders are packed in the delivery bay and ready to go. Let's do our inventory checks for next month.
Включаем ярость, скоро уже берсерк.
I'm inside.
Good. Try to keep a low profile, would you?
Endrin reached out to me, you know. They're hiring and the pay's pretty good.
I'm sure it is. They're going toe-to-toe with a group of activists right now. Lamb to
Так, надо
mankind.
отсюда выбраться.
If I were you, I'd stay here. Keep your head down.
Так, короче, тут всех вырубаем. Слепые здесь пацаны, конечно. Арбалетос. Даже звук открытой двери охранник должен был бы услышать. По идее. Вот если мы его здесь убивали, может здесь какие-то должны быть файлы или что-то, блять. А, все вижу. Так, я надеюсь, тут какие-то автосохранения работают, что если еще мы не будем начинать, хер знает с какой жопы.
You hear the new Endrin announcement about their new biofuel? They say they're going green by the end of the year.
The only thing green about that fuel's the label. It's the same shit with new branding. A marketing stunt.
Специально так становится, что, блядь. Убийства, кстати, не очень красивые в этой игре. Ну да ладно, бюджетная такая игрулька, но она стоит, по-моему, блядь, так недешево. По сравнению с проектами, которые есть реально намного серьезнее, чем она. Ну да ладно. Играем бесплатно, чё вы нам? Чё возмущаться, если играем бесплатно, правильно? Не вижу смысла туда сейчас выходить.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command post next to the gate? You should be able to open things up for me from there.
Меня заметили, ёптерный театр.
I made it to the delivery bay.
Good. See that command
Ага,
post
я
next to the
понял,
gate?
кто меня
You
заметил.
should be able to open things up for me from there.
Сейчас этого. Он не обратит внимания, что уже чувака здесь нету, который стоял. Угу. Ну хорошо. Ну здесь, конечно, NPC такой туповатый, блядь. Ну это нам на руку, бы нам легче проходить, конечно, с другой стороны.
Somebody will...
Так, там два чувака. Так, слепая зона.
Dusk, you're up.
On it. Once I've got their attention, you go find what we came for and slap on this fancy new delivery label. Got it?
I gotta be on there. You really think I'd drive all the way out to the ass end of nowhere if I didn't have a pickup?
All right, all right. I'm gonna have to search that truck. Then we'll see about that pickup.
Knock yourself out, bud.
Угу.
According to the intel we received, the crates of explosives should be stored around here.
Да, замок открыт, отлично.
All right, Dusk. The delivery label's been switched.
Then it's time for us to get the hell out of Dodge.
Wait. I smell something. Give me a minute to check it out.
Взгляд сквозь время можно использовать для обнаружения на конкретных урост, например, серебра. Оу, лещет. А что там есть что-то?
I knew I smelled it. Silver. Whoever ordered this intends to kill Garu. Dusk. They're shipping out silver bullets. You know what that means?
Какие-то роботы, ни хрена себе.
Change of plans?
Change of plans. I need to find out who's buying these bullets and why. Buy me some more time.
Опять болты, блядь. Нахрена эти болты? И всего лишь... А, у нас 6 болтов, да? Правильно я так понимаю сейчас?
upstairs. She's from Endron, here for the special order.
The silver bullets. Who even uses that shit? Is she picking up some...
You know what they say, the client is king, especially when the client's name is Endron.
Shouldn't be much
Есть.
longer.
Стелс игра, ядрите за ногу. Я бы лучше всем тут репы начищал. А?
1 week. Endron doesn't like waiting.
Well, paying, clearly. You're not getting anything until Endron is paid up. You can tell that to your President Watkins in person.
Ну, короче, тут кибернетика идет.
Oh, I understand that you've just been attacked and you're looking to hit back. I also understand that you need our ammunition to do that. And we've got that ammunition right downstairs, ready and waiting to go as soon as you've paid us. Sorry, Major. The business is business.
Well, fuck you two. Then we'll attack Tarker's Mill without your help. And rest assured, Mr. Watkins will hear about this.
Tarker's Mill. Hey! You and I need to talk.
Who are you? How'd you get in?
I'm asking the questions. Who are you talking to? The woman! And what's this attack on Tarker's Mill?
I'm calling security.
Try it and it'll be the last thing you ever do. The attack. When is it happening?
How am I supposed to know? Tonight? Tomorrow? Endron doesn't exactly share that sort of info. Besides, it's not like I ask them for details. I just give them the toys and let them play. It's part of the reason Endron likes me so much. Come on now. I've answered your questions, but I'm a busy man. I've got things to do. Let's put a stop to this little farce. I advise you to stay put while I call my guard. This is your one chance to walk out of here alive, so I wouldn't waste it if I were you.
You call security and all they'll find is your corpse. Do we understand each other? The woman took that elevator out of here. Where does it go?
To the heliport on the roof. But she's already taken off. It's too late to catch her. Jesus. What do you even want from me?
You obviously know what's happening at Tarker's Mill. Don't pretend that you don't have a network.
That's some dangerous information. You sure you want to know?
Talk.
Endron purchased some facilities at Tarker's Mill, and they're not there to create jobs, no. They plan to do the same thing they always do. Suck the land dry, even if it kills every living thing there in the process. And they'll kill anyone who stands in their way.
They can't just kill whoever they want. They've got money, but people would know. The media would spread it far and wide.
You really don't know what you're up against, do you? Endron is powerful. They can do whatever they want. No one will care about a few dead protesters. History is written by the victors, after all. Now, die! Bollocks! Security! Alert!
Вот тебе и помощь. Хорош. Очки духа.
Tarker's Mill, my old cairn.
Так, сейчас будем очки расчехлять. Очки духа и древо навыков. Так, выбор здания в духах. Это... Так, это все понятно. Да я могу через это навыки раскидывать. Я всегда на ХП изучал. Вот это вот хорошая штука насчет серебра. Я сейчас туда, блять, ну тут столько очков надо нахерачить, блять, что просто жопа. Бить нельзя нихера.
Dusk.
What the fuck are you doing, Gal? I just had to pop a couple guards who wanted to put a bullet in my head. Get the fuck back here already.
Sorry, but I didn't have a choice. Keep the engine running. We're out of here as soon as I get back.
Ага. Их надо находить, я понял. У меня чуйка, что это еще не все. Ну и что это говно мигает? Что, эти растения можно жрать, что ли? Я думал, через вентиляцию можно. Нет?
The alarm went off in the boss's office, but I'm not getting any response from that sector.
Ага.
Take your positions, people. Maximum alert until the situation's clear. Dispatch.
А, этот с серебряным оружием. Такой бешеный у меня. 7 репу начистили. Так, нам сюда. Отлично, с 2 раза попали серебром, это херово. А это куда нас ведет, хрен поймешь. Ну давай сюда идем, туда, если нам сюда. Так, давайте по вентиляции тогда пойдем. Так, есть. Так, все. Можно сваливать.
Where are we headed? Tarker's Mill.
Лес штата Вашингтон. Ох, елки, как узнать, что могущественная корпорация готовится к нападению на его Каэрн. Страх за судьбу стаи и своей дочери Эданы побуждает воина Фиана положить конец изгнанию и спустя 5 долгих лет вернуться домой.
We're too late. Engine is already here.
What do we do?
Stop the truck.
What's even down there?
My home. Dusk, stay out of this.
Wait! Call!
Rodko! Rodko, they've cleared our northern line. They have an exo.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to stop them.
Let's go! Move!
О, у них тут серьезная перестрелка. С дробовика неплохо стреляет.
Right.
Rodko.
You'll regret that. Clever boy. Ultra, fall back!
Все назад, все обосрались. Перевод, конечно.
Tell me, where's Adana?
Don't worry, Kahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
How are your wounds?
Riddled with silver. They'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in.
I just did what I had to do. Nothing more.
I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Kahal?
I heard that the cairn was gonna be attacked. I was afraid for you. For Adana.
And how did you hear that?
I overheard Endron talking about it on my last job. I may have left Tarker's Mill, but I never turned my back on it. I couldn't just abandon you.
You found it easy enough 5 years ago. Your cairn and your daughter have always needed you. I tried to tell you that.
Where is she, Rodko?
With Ava. Working undercover at the biggest Indran site in the Pacific Northwest. The best option available to us after the failure of our last mission.
Rodko, you let Adana infiltrate Endron? My fucking daughter? After what happened with her mother?
Your daughter is the best undercover agent I have. We will not win our fight for Gaia without first bringing Indran down. And with your daughter on the inside, we're closer than ever. She may not fight like we do, but she's every bit as strong. You should respect that. The work she's doing inside Indran is absolutely vital. More so after what their private fucking army just did to us. I'm afraid her work won't be able to stop Indran from retaliating against us. Not after our last mission.
Your last mission? What do you mean?
You remember the old abandoned mine not far from here? Indran bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. I launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us. The woman you saw in the exo during the attack, she drove us back.
Tank Girl, you call her. I encountered her during my last mission. She was trying to buy silver bullets from an arms dealer. That's where I learned she was planning an attack on the cairn.
Major Grainer. That's the name her men give her. But to us, she's Tank Girl. And she leads Endron's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary victory. They might return at any moment. And Endron just keeps recruiting soldiers.
Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety. No matter how brief.
Go back? No. Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike.
Tell me about Idana. How have you trained her?
Just as I promised you. I trained her to be a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of what happened to Ludmilla.
Has she gone through her first change yet?
Not yet. And despite all my training, she never showed much inclination toward the wild side of things. She preferred to spend her time with Ava, studying humans, technology, and infiltration.
To walk in Ludmilla's footsteps.
That's right. And though it's not how I wanted to do things, it certainly paid off. She has proved to be an exceptional spy. Rest assured, though, Idana's just as much Garu as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing, but it was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's lamb to mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too. At first.
At first? So you've changed your mind about humans? That's a surprise.
A lot of things have changed in the past 5 years. Myself included. For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought. How they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. And now you've seen firsthand what Indran is doing to us. Our ranks grow thinner every day.
Блять, эти диалоги, конечно, ядрить, колотить их.
Their lives on the line for the planet. What more could I ask for? Until I'm healed, there's no way we can make a move on the training center.
I'll take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own.
No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's my responsibility.
And how long will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall.
Huh. I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
My son. They killed my son.
Да, теперь люди тут с нами воюют.
I don't know if he'll make it through the night. Has anyone told his wife yet?
She's gone. She bled out just before they shot him.
This is only a few months old.
Так, болты у нас есть все.
This letter must have been sent just before the attack on the cairn.
Hello, Call.
Old notes from Ava, before she created Lambda Mankind. My Irish brethren, but that was a lifetime ago.
How many did you lose?
Kahal, I'm glad you're back. And we lost a lot of good people today. We're lucky it wasn't worse.
But with half our survivors wounded, another attack would be the end of us.
Так, ну тут вроде бы все понятно.
Following in her mother's footsteps. Millie used to say the same thing.
Какие-то, блядь,
Your mother
писанины
would have
много.
been so proud. That was 2 years ago now.
Ну, графика однозначно не самая сильная сторона этой игры.
Hey, Kahal. It's good to see your face again.
The cairn is in a bad way. Dusk, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep clear.
You really thought I'd leave you behind like that? You should know me better than that by now. Besides, looks like you need all the help you can get. And I really don't want to lose my front row tickets to the Kahal show.
Thanks, Dusk.
Okay, yeah, no. Thanks sounds real weird coming out of you. Put that shit away.
Well, if you really want to help.
I'll go look after the injured. I rang the weather stormers and asked them to lend us a hand, too. Don't worry about me. You just do what you gotta do.
Так, хорошо. Со всеми
Good to
поговорить.
see you made it through okay.
Thanks in no small part to you. I'm glad you came back, Kahal.
Lambda Mankind really helped us out too. We're lucky to have them with us.
Так, это оружейная херня здесь. А, не, это тоже писанина какая-то.
It's true. Rotko did change when he became pack leader. Adana was only a few days old when Ludmilla wrote this letter.
А чё кусты мигают? Я думал, можно их сорвать. Так, еще здесь, господи, здесь куча народу, бля, со всеми пока переговоришь, этот конский лагерь. Ага, всё. А, здесь дороги еще будут, наверное, открываться.
That's what killed her. They had 3 snipers trained on her. She never had a chance.
Agnes didn't even know how to fight. He was a spirit healer, a caretaker of children.
Endrin doesn't show.
Keep an eye out. We may have pushed them back, but who knows what they're capable of. Rodko's counting on us. Seriously? But how? She was in the back, tending to the wounded.
It's all my fault. They had a sniper. I just couldn't take him out in time.
А это что за хрен?
It has been many a year
Воин
since I
гей?
last felt your presence, warrior of Gaia.
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me that.
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms, but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
Tarkers Mill looks nothing like it did when I left. Yet you still protected the forest with everything you had. Your strength, your aura. What happened to them?
As Gaia weakens, so too do I. The Younglings, the Jacklings, the Gafflings, they all suffer in kind.
Под его голос реально спать охеренно.
The eater of souls.
Такой умиротворяющий, блядь. О-ла-ла, блядь.
But they're minor spirits.
They are every bit as important as you or I. But in my weakness, I must look on, powerless to act as they disappear. Which is why we need your help. You must help me to combat the worm, to protect the wild.
I came back to find my daughter. Have you seen her?
Adana, a dear friend, and always respectful of nature. You fear for her safety then? She too is fighting for Gaia in her own way. But do not worry. You both walk the same path. You will find each other in time. To fight your battles, you will need power. Power I can provide by helping you develop your warrior gifts.
Thank you, Ifen.
You may find lost spirits during your travels. Return them to
О, еще заблудших духов будем
and I
искать.
will be able to strengthen your natural abilities. One last request before you depart. Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn. Your penumbra vision will show you the way. Soothe their souls and send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the worm.
I will if I can. But my priority is Endrin's training center.
Weaken the forces of the worm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters. Gaia needs you.
Наговорились. У вас одно очко духов. О, господи. Так, я бы, конечно, бы 2 собрал очка, чтобы сюда пойти. Давайте ждем, больше я хочу выкачать эту ветку лично. А, у него сброс навыков есть. Ух, ё.
I hope Rodko's changed his mind. Rodko must have written this when he lost his sister.
Так, теперь мы должны вернуться обратно.
But she was pregnant.
They knew too. The fuckers laughed about it. Shot it right at him.
Bold and heroic. That's Rodko to a T.
Слушайте, я уже не очень... Ага, все разобрался. Вроде нам сюда. Не, нам не сюда. Так, слушай, я возвращался... Ага, может здесь. Так, там что-то есть. О! Я не знал, что он в этом состоянии может такие прыжки совершать.
I went to see Fenn. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rodko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Cahal? We were so easy to ignore when we weren't right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given in to rage and killed one of our kin, Rodko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
Tell me about Ava. How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing. It was hardly
Ava. I'd heard.
That's what I...
Это я уже спрашивал.
How so?
For the longest time, even I had to admit that Ava...
Tell me about Adana.
Just as
Это тоже было.
You say that, but she's working undercover inside Endron's.
Donna decided that she could best aid our struggle through. It took me some time to come around. But she rest assured, though, Adana's just as much...
So what can you tell me about this so-called training center?
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank, just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will cave in, taking the training center with it. Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching this stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you. It should do the trick.
Perfect. So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go. Good luck, Cahal.
Dusk, my friend, I owe you one.
Так, как нам туда попасть? Я так и думал, что эти будут корни открываться.
And survive.
Your eyes open. If any of those assholes show themselves, just fire. Do not hesitate.
Так, давайте на этом будем сохраняться и заканчивать. Спасибо, кто смотрел. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь.